Good day and welcome to another quarterly report. This time it is industrial manufacturing group LEAX have closed their books on the third quarter of 2021. And with me today to comment the report I have Tony Nicol, CEO. Welcome.
Thank you, Michael. Thanks for having me.
So this is the first time you're here, and I thought you could perhaps start by introducing yourself and telling us a little bit about LEAX.
Thank you very much. So my name is Tony Nicol, as you said. I'm the CEO and president of LEAX Group. LEAX is a global solutions provider providing customized engineering solutions to the global mobility and industrial sectors.
I see. Moving on back to the quarter then, 365 million SEK in revenue, an increase from last year's third quarter in light of recovering markets, as well as a doubled EBITDA. Could you summarize the quarter for us?
Well, it's a challenging quarter, Michael. Despite the revenue gains, we saw some disruptions in supply chain. I think everyone watching will have heard of the semiconductor shortage. It's caused us a couple of hiccups on the way. But overall, we're quite pleased with the quarter. It's nice to see continued growth, and obviously the financial result is in line with our expectations. I see, and you mentioned the problems in the supply chains there. Is there anything else other than the semiconductor shortage that you're facing? Yeah, I think global supply chains are being affected by the challenges within global logistics. We see container shortages and things like that are driving some inflationary pressure. But overall, I think the supply chain is quite resilient, and we're managing to manage. Moving into the fourth quarter in 2022, then how do you intend to face those challenges? I think that's a great question. I think the key for us is flexibility. Our company has been built, very, very lean over the years. Certainly with the type of supply chain disruptions we're seeing, flexibility, speed, the ability to react to changes in our order board are key to us maintaining our results. I see. And earlier this year, you joined the Science-Based Target Initiative. And how was that developed during the quarter? Well, I would say that as I reported in a press release when we signed up to the science-based targets, that we're using the time now to really define the targets that we are going to sign up for. So we're really in an exploratory phase, really understanding our carbon footprint and then what we can do to improve that going forward. And these targets are the Paris agreements, are from the Paris Agreement? Yeah, the targets are in line with reducing the global temperatures to a limit of 1.5 degrees. I think we need to be super ambitious to ensure that we not only hit that target but exceed the goals of the Paris climate change. Last question then, I wanted to talk about your plans to list the company, because for some time now the board has considered the possibilities of issuing your shares. And now that decision has been reached and you aim to be listed at Nasdaq Stockholm by 2022. Why now? Well, now, again, a super question. If you look at the LEAX story for the past 40 years, in fact, we will have our 40th anniversary on February 1st of 2022. This company has had a DNA of growth. We see now seems to be the absolute perfect time for us to list the company. We're, I'll say faced with, a tremendous opportunity to grow this company, and we see the listing as the next logical step to raise the funds needed to continue that growth journey. And when you get these funds, how will you ensure, what will you spend them on to ensure this growth? A very good question, and I might have to defer to our board to help me answer that question. But, all joking aside, we have several key programs that we are currently working on, mainly in the electrification space, which we're currently quite invested in. That is, definitely a use of the funds that we plan to raise in the IPO. I see. Well, it will be very exciting to follow, and I thank you very much for your time, Tony, and I wish both you and LEAX continued luck in the future. Thank you very much for having me, Michael.